everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Life with Dab. I hope you all are enjoying the cozy winter weather still. And speaking of cozy winter weather, I have another simmer pot recipe for you. Whenever I think of wintertime coziness, it almost always includes a simmer pot, maybe a craft to work on, or a book, or don't forget your hot beverage, a cup of a fancy coffee, as my husband and I would say, or tea, or hot chocolate, or whatever. That's after you get the housework done. But the good thing about the simmer pot is you really don't have to have your housework done first to be able to enjoy it, which is the case in my case. We just finished up breakfast and my husband went off to work and I'm getting ready to get started on my day. But first I want to get my simmer pot going. So what we have today is an orange and lavender and vanilla simmer pot. It's pretty similar to the lemon rosemary simmer pot I've showed you all in the past. Yeah, it's different. It's a little bit more subtle, but it's still very, very pleasant, and it's still strong enough to where you get some good benefit from it. Anyway, so let's get started on it. Okay, first of all, what you're going to need is you're going to need probably at least half an orange. You can, depending on how many oranges you have, how abundant they are, you can use up to a whole orange. I had half of, this is actually tangerine, but you can use orange or tangerine. I had a half of one just left in the fridge from something, but I decided just to go ahead and use this. And you can also just use your orange peels from just when people in your household eat an orange, just tell them to save you the peels and have a little plate or something on the kitchen counter to keep them. And I oftentimes would just throw a handful of orange peels in there as well. They're not as pretty, but they do the job. And then we are going to put in a couple of spoons. Now this is, you can adjust this to your liking. I'm gonna start with two of these like teaspoons of lavender flowers. Now these I actually just got from the laundry section in Walmart. You can buy a box of 4 sachets for, it's like $4, and the sachet, I think a sachet holds about a half a cup. It was just basically like a giant tea bag. And I just opened up the tea bag and poured it in here, and I've gotten several uses out of it. So that's what I use for that. And then we're going to add 2 teaspoons. You could use a measuring teaspoon if you want, but this doesn't have to be super accurate. So, because sometimes I add a little bit more of something or a little bit less, and it works fine. Anyway, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I just use cheap imitation vanilla. And then we will add our water, 2 or 3 cups. Depends how much your pot holds. You'll want to put this in a saucepan or a glass pot like I have here. If you do have a glass pot, make sure you don't exceed the, what would they say, like the top temperature, the temperature limit on the box. I keep mine, I think mine said medium heat. It didn't actually have a temperature. So I just don't let it get above a 4, which I think is, I forget how many degrees it was. I looked it up. I don't ever get over a medium heat. Anyway, then you just heat it till it starts simmering. Turn it down. I'll usually turn it down to a low heat after it starts to simmer and steam really well. And then I will take the lid off of it. You don't need a lid at all, really, but I put it on there so it heats a little bit faster. Then I take it off when I'm ready, when it comes to simmer. And there you have it. There is our lavender orange vanilla simmer pot. And I don't think I mentioned this earlier, but it's actually one of my favorites. I really, really like it because a lot of the simmer pots seem more seasonal. But this one I feel like is one that can kind of go year round. I think it works equally well for spring, summer, fall, or winter. And that's one thing I really like about it, is its versatility. Versatility, however you say that. Anyway, I want to thank you all for joining me here today, and thank you so much for your support of the channel. I want to thank everybody who has liked and shared my videos and has left comments, and also those that have subscribed. I really, really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, now would be a good time to go and do that, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you're notified when I get a new video up. And I guess that will be it for today. We will see you all in my next video. Until then, take care and God bless you all.